Uh, oh, okay. I'm waiting for the usual. Thank you. Well, okay. Good afternoon, everybody. As most of you know, I'm Mayor Mulambwe. I want to thank all of you for being here. I'm excited to be able to introduce our new city manager. It turns out that we didn't have to look very far to find a person who will play a pivotal role in shaping the future of Bloomington. Pending council approval on Monday night, Jeff Jurgens will be stepping into the role, bringing his vast experience and strong dedication to public service, as well as deep understanding of the unique challenges and opportunities facing our city. I firmly believe effective leadership is essential for the progress and prosperity of any city, and it is the city manager's it's the city manager who serves as the administrative head, working tirelessly to implement the policies and priorities the city council brings and ensure the efficient delivery of essential services to our residents. In Jeff, I believe we have found a leader who embodies the values of accountability, transparency, inclusivity that are central to our vision for Bloomington. His proven track record of collaborative leadership and problem solving make him well suited to lead the city forward in years to come. His passion for public service and dedication to excellence will undoubtedly inspire our city staff. Please join me in welcoming Jeff Jurgens as he prepares to take on this important role. I have every confidence that together we'll build a brighter future for Bloomington. Jeff?
Thank you all very much. It goes without saying what an honor and a privilege this is. This is a community I've been in for a number of years. I love this community. I think there are so many great things that are ahead of us, and really looking forward to this. So appreciate the mayor's comments, appreciate the support of the city council, and appreciate the support of the great staff that we have here in the city. With that, I'd be happy to take any questions that anybody might have. No questions? Oh.
A man of few words.
Yes. Yeah, at this point, I do not anticipate any major structural changes. My hope is to post for my vacancy after the formal contract is approved on Monday. So we're going to move very quickly to fill that vacancy. I think this structure has worked very well. There's a lot going on in the city, a lot of different departments, a lot of different initiatives we have. So I want to continue with that structure.
Sorry, do you, are you seeing any differences in how you operate compared to the last city manager, or do you expect this to be kind of roughly the same?
So I think City Manager Tim Gleason and I probably have more in common than we don't. We're both very high drive. We want to get things accomplished. We're both very passionate about our job. We both take our jobs very personal. So I think there's a lot of similarities there. I think we also, see the same vision that the council wants us to fulfill. So I think there will be more similarities on the policy issues than differences.
Are there any contract details that you can share at this time?
Mayor, do you want to answer this question?
Well, the contract will be, sure, I think it has been shared already on 5 o'clock. Okay, all right. So that's when it will be shared. So you'll have to wait just for a little bit to see those details. But, what I can say just in general terms, there were discussions between Mr. Jurgens, but also our HR staff to make sure that the offer that was made was fair and something that he could live with and see himself working for the city of Bloomington. So from that standpoint, I am pretty satisfied. As Jeff said, the council was very, very supportive and looking forward to him working in this role, hence the contract that we have. So 5 o'clock.
And our communications manager, Catherine Murphy, may be able to give you some more details on that after the press conference as well.
This may be too early to ask, but so the housing crisis market, whatever you want to call it in Bloomington, have you started thinking about that and maybe what Bloomington can do to help alleviate some of those pains?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's obviously a lot going on with housing in our community. I was talking to a realtor yesterday who was telling me we currently have about 90 detached homes on the market. That's a historic low. We probably need closer to 300, likely more. And we've all seen some of the studies that suggest obviously a need for a lot more housing availability in the city. That's something we're working on. Deputy City Manager Billy Tice and I have been having lots of conversations about that. We actually are going to be having a retreat with the city council at the end of next week. That's going to be a subject that we talk about there. Want to make sure that we get the city council what their vision is, what their marching orders are, and then we as a staff are going to help carry that out. But there are a lot of different ideas floating around and a lot more to come on the housing. We've got to get that addressed.
In other words, what Jeff is saying is that he hasn't slept since.
Yeah,
Are
no,
there-
and it's truly, it's housing at all levels. We've got to focus on adding more affordable housing to our community. We've got to focus on, what the infill possibilities are and where we can potentially grow and add some housing units in the city. So looking forward to that conversation with the council.
Aside from housing issues, are there any immediate goals you'd like to accomplish when you take the role as city manager?
So, great question. In my mind, there are three things. And again, have to make sure because the council sets the policy, but working with this council for so long, I think I've got a good idea of where they're gonna come down on this. But in my mind, it's infrastructure, it's housing, and it's making sure we're the most efficient and effective city government that we can be. And that's gonna encompass a lot of different things. But I think those are three pretty high priorities that the council has and three things that we want to focus on as staff that we're seeing a need for.
You've kind of touched on this already, but with your previous experience working with city council and with your previous roles, do you think that sets you up nicely, for your initial kind of takeover of this position, I guess?
I do. So I've been with the city since 2014, so over 10 years now in different capacities. I've been able to work with a lot of different council members. I think the last count I had was about 28. But getting to know those council members and getting to know their priorities and their objectives and having that relationship coming into the door is going to be crucial to my success. So I'm very excited about having that opportunity and being able to work on those relationships and frankly, to grow them even further.
You mentioned efficient government being one of your priorities, your third priority. What opportunities do you see to improve Bloomington's efficiency?
So in an organization our size, I think we have a lot of opportunity and we're probably never going to get everything completed. But I'll give you an example. We need to do better with our sidewalks in the city. That's something we did this reorganization of Public Works, about a year ago. There's great opportunity to do more things with our infrastructure and how we're addressing our sidewalk needs. So I could probably stand up here and list a number of different ways, but there's truly endless opportunity to look at our operations and figure out how we can be more effective and more efficient. That's all the questions? Again, I'm humbled by this, the support that I've received from staff from the community and from the council is overwhelming, and I'm really looking forward to this. We have got an absolutely great community here. I want to help grow on that, grow on the foundation that we have, and I think there are going to be great things to come for the city. So thanks, everybody, for coming today.
Thank you.